Hey, Bill.
Hey, Philip, how you doing today?
Pretty good. One of your practices in your businesses was to recognize the differences between objectives and action steps. Tell me, one, what is the difference and why this was important in your businesses?
Well, an objective is, let's say your objective is to do $100,000 worth of business a year, okay? And you have steps to achieve that $100,000 worth of business. Well, some people make these steps the objective. The steps are to make 50 phone calls, 150 sales presentations, all these different action steps. Well, if those are your objectives, what if you do those things and you don't achieve your goal? Well, then they blame it on the fact that the action steps or the goal wasn't valid. What I'm saying is my goal or my objective was to sell $100,000 worth of business. I have to be flexible on my action steps. If I try these 5 steps and they work, great. If I try these 5 steps and 2 of them work and 3 of them don't, I'm going to change those 2 that don't work. So the difference between action steps and objectives is very important. Now, you may be thinking, well, everybody reads the same book. Everybody goes to the same seminars. Well, they don't. People do not read. People, when they do read, they don't take the action they need to, so they misunderstand that. And there's also a difference between objectives and goals. Objectives are what we call the bottom line. This is what we must do this year. A goal is what we call a stretch. So that means if my objective is $100,000, my goal might be $125,000, and that's the difference between that objective and that goal, which is that stretch difference. There's a tremendous amount of difference. Now, those action steps can vary from day to day, from week to week, to month to month, but that objective, that goal should be very well set in concrete.
And this is very similar to when you talk about this builds off the same principles of identifying expectations for people and not just job descriptions.
Well, yeah, expectations should achieve the objective, okay? But some of those expectations can be action steps, so they're not the same. Action steps could be part of the expectation of a person, but those will change from time to time.
Gotcha. Great.